My name is Big Bill. How are y'all doing today? As I am doing good, as today is Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. How are y'all doing? Hope you're all doing well. As good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you guys are watching from, as I hope y'all had a wonderful week, or wonderful weekend, there we go, and hope you guys had a wonderful start to your week. As you know, we have Bypass Monday, and it is now Tuesday. Got a few things to talk about today. Number one is this load in this trailer, which I think we've done this trailer before. It's just been a while. Got a decent trip. Got a little bit of a decent trip. We are leaving Huron. We're leaving Huron in California, and we're staying in California. Actually, we're going a little bit north. We're going to Truckee, California. We're leaving Tractor Supply in Huron, California, going to Truckee, California. We're going to Kiewit. We have a little bit of a mixed load, as you guys can see. We have a mini excavator, a bigger excavator, and it looks like a box full of parts. Obviously, I don't have the weight of the load on this screen because everything's just so big. But they are expecting this load of Friday 8:49 p.m. to Saturday 12:59 a.m. Job income is $24,277. Job remains is 11 hours and 12 minutes. Next rest stop is in 12 hours and 30 minutes. Our remaining trip time and trip distance. Trip time is 6 hours and 10 minutes. Trip distance is 295 miles. Not too shabby, not too bad. Let's get that off. Oh shit. I didn't think that corner was going to last that long. But yeah, we have a mini excavator there on the top part of the Stepdeck, then we have the big excavator, and then back here we have this box where it says JCB on the front of it. There you see it. So, and that is why I don't drive back looking backwards. Oh my. But it's a good load. It's a little oversized because that's why we have the beacons on, because the big excavator, the tracks are actually hanging off the side of it a little bit. There we go. So. Got a few things to talk about, college football and NASCAR and everything else in between. So, let's actually talk about the trailer real quick, and then we'll get to the other stuff. So this is the Wade Stepdeck. Excuse me. Sorry about that. This is the Wade Stepdeck. This is also in Pizzster's modding. I have not done a video with this trailer yet, but I've done a couple loads with this trailer. There is one minor little bug. I will say that right now, and that is the lights on the trailer. If you do quick jobs, they don't work. Pizzster's and his guys, they do know about it. The only light that works on this is the blinker. I will fair warn you that, but everything else works. On my other profile I have for ATS, I actually have this trailer as my own trailer with my W900, which a lot of you guys have been asking for that. I will be showing it off here shortly. There we go. So yeah. But yeah, you can just see the tracks are just hanging off the edge, just by a little margin. It's not that big of a margin, but I don't know what the regulations are in California because, well, I don't drive out west. So we're just gonna be safe and sorry. We'll put the beacons on. We'll warn everyone that we do have a little bit of an oversized load. So yeah, this is the Wade Stepdeck. Pretty good Stepdeck. A lot of good loads. Customization is endless, almost. Well, I wouldn't say endless, but if you do know Pizzster's modding, you know you can customize the hell out of anything. So, so yeah. Yeah, once we clear this little bit, we're probably, once I clear this little bit, I'll hit the pause menu and show off the trailer a little bit. It's definitely been a while since we hauled, I think, actually, no, it might not be. Oh, no, I have to think about that one, actually. I know it's been a while since we hauled on the Wade Stepdeck. I think mainly we've been doing a lot of low boys and other stuff, so. Yeah, I forget what the cargo mass is, but I think we've hauled this one before. I might be wrong. So, where you see there's JCB on the back of that box. So, JCB equipment and some parts. And ironically enough, we're actually going to a construction site, so that's pretty cool. That's probably one of my favorite things about ATS a little bit more than ETS2 is that you actually have to go to the job sites almost. Now, yes, granted, it's only a few of them here and there, but it's pretty cool. So, alright. I know we're going to talk about NASCAR and college football. Well, actually, let's actually talk about college football real quick because I am rejoicing. I can't stop laughing about it. I do feel bad for this university because it's actually one of my favorite universities, and that's the University of LSU, the LSU Tigers. Let's talk about them for a moment. Winning program. They've had successful head coaches in Nick Saban, Les Miles, Ed Orgeron, who led the team to its last national championship. Let's just be real. That team was just stellar that year with Joe Burrow at quarterback. I believe Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson was on that roster. You know, a lot of wins on that team. And you know, the crazy part about it is I believe all 4 years. Now I might be wrong. I have to look this up, but I think someone posted this. The 4 years that Les Miles, Nick Saban, and Ed Orgeron coached at LSU, they won, I believe, SEC championship, a national championship, and a whole bunch of wins. So why are we talking about LSU? Well, they just fired former Notre Dame head football coach Brian Kelly after 4 years with the team. Yeah. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't think that was the right hire. I'm sorry, but Brian Kelly is a good coach. He's good at recruiting. That was not the right position or the right university, in my opinion. So, and the reason I'm rejoicing is because you left us. You thought you were going to take Marcus Freeman with you to be your defensive coordinator, and look what happened. Look what's happening. You just got fired. Now, yes, the downfall is I believe LSU now owes him $54 million. So I kind of do feel bad for the university on that part. But yes, you know, Notre Dame's in the same fate. We pay him just above $50 million, I think. So. And now, is LSU a good job? Oh yeah. If you know how to recruit, LSU is definitely a good job. There's a lot of great kids that come out of that area, and a lot of great kids that come out of that university. There's a lot of good kids. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. You know that just is name a few, but there's a lot of good kids that come out of LSU. Tyrann Mathieu, Honey Badger, he comes to my mind. So yeah. That is actually the main thing I want to talk about college football was the staff, because you know what? He had it coming. I knew he had it coming. And we need over one more. But that's all I have for college football, because, you know, we're not talking about college football until later. We're not going to get more and more talks about college football until later in the year. That's how I like to do it. If you guys don't know, if you guys are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you guys don't know me, I'm more into college football than I am into the pros. I've always been like that in my life. Well, you know, I've been 50-50 with the pros, but here recently I've been falling in more and more in love with college football, and I just love it. Alright, so I know we're going to climb this hill, but let's hit the pause menu. Let's talk about today's run a little bit more. There it is. There you see right here. No, it was there, but let's just show off the truck a little bit. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, and welcome aboard. Yes, it does feel good to be back in this truck. It feels good to be back on ATS. I've predominantly fixed all the issues, so relatively a good thing. But yeah, if you guys don't know, this is the Beautiful Peterbilt 379. John Ruda. Link is in the description down below, as always. So, but there you guys go. There is our load right here. JCB JS130LC Hydraulic Excavator and a JCB Mini and JCB Parts. Now, pretty much JCB Mini is just JCB Mini Excavator, pretty much. They don't have to put the numbers out like this one. Obviously, this one is an S130LC, so I don't know too much about the excavators, but I know they all have different numbers. Like, I know Case, I know JCB, John Deere, they all have different numbers. So it could be a number of things why. But, and the reason it also says hydraulic is because of all the hydraulic shit on the excavator stuff, like the big arm, the control the bucket, the move the arm, move the tractor around, you know, all that stuff. So our cargo mass is 39,727 pounds. Job income is $24,277. Like I said earlier, $66.85 a mile. Trip distance is 354 miles. Trip time is 7 hours and 23 minutes. We're almost there. I can't see what's past the 1 hour, but 87 miles and 1 hour is left. But there you go. And then there we go. Climb this big hill, get off, go to the job site, and deliver. So, now some of you have actually asked me, this is just to answer one question on YouTube. Yes, that is the Rogers Low Boy right there. I can tell you that's the Rogers Low Boy because of the design, the stickers right here, the amount of axles, and the weights, and the loads too. So I can tell you, yes, if you guys do get if you do get the Rogers Low Boy, it does pop up quickly. So. Trailer Explorer. Haven't done this one in a while. There you go. Brand Wade. I will be showing off this mod momentarily, or not momentarily, but in a video like I've done a couple other mods, but just give you guys a rundown of this trailer. There we go. Just give you guys a rundown on this trailer for a little bit. You can make it a curtain side, or you can make it just a regular step deck. California hookups on everything, different set of tandems, different set of axle configurations. Paint jobs, there's not too many paint jobs, but like if you do like the curtain sider, or the current, why did I say curtain sider? Here you guys go. Whole lot of stuff. So, and that's what I tell people all the time with these trailers. So, I think over there on my other profile, I think I just had a spread axle. So, here's all your cargoes. It does work with the SCS cargo. There you go. And here's what I mean by earlier. If you look right there, you can see the excavators hanging off just a little bit. So if I had to guess, we would have to throw the beacons on, but yeah. Mixed lumber, a lot of different cargoes. So, and if we hit none up here, here's all your customization. Now, I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but you guys get the big picture. You can do whatever you want with one. Trailer purchased. Go down here to Wade. And there you guys go. So, not too shabby with the prices, actually. So, and then a lot of people actually asked for the prices of the Rogers. This is the Rogers Low Boy that we've been using, or this is also the Rogers Low Boy from Pizzster's too. So, and then I have to go back and look, but I'll show off all of his other trailers one of these days. So, but there you guys go. That is the Wade Stepdeck. Link is going to be down in the description below. Check it out. All right, let's get back behind the wheel. Yeah, but actually, before we get to the NASCAR conversation, I did get asked this conversation. What do I prefer between the Stepdeck and flatbed? I actually like the Stepdeck a little bit better, actually, to tell you the truth. Just because you can put more stuff on a Stepdeck, a little bit, no, some stuff, not everything, but like the Stepdeck, do a little bit more customization on a Stepdeck, and you can haul more vehicles on a Stepdeck than you can do on a flatbed. But here recently, I've been seeing a lot of equipment on flatbed. So, oh, you got this, girl. Come on. Say how low we gotta go. Oh, okay. Shouldn't really be doing this, but in real life I know a lot of guys who do this, so. Now, why are you getting over? Oh, yeah, I love the AI. My luck, that's gonna be for our exit, so alright, so the NASCAR conversation. So Final Four is locked. Hamlin, Briscoe, Larson, Byron. We're gonna get into that conversation later in the week. Probably here on ATS, not on ATS2. For the most part, look for another video tomorrow. Maybe, I don't know yet, but it's probably gonna be ATS2. If it's not ATS2, then it's ATS. It might be a quick trip. Because, we actually, if we deliver real quickly, Oh, I just love staring at this truck, especially out here in the trees and everything else. I just love doing that. It's probably the only downside about doing these runs is you get on a road like this, you got nowhere to pass them, and you know, speed limit's real low, but hey, it is what it is, you know, it's part of trucking. Oh, I would hate to park. Nope. Very beautiful up here. Oh, you gotta love the sound. You just gotta love a good truck Jake brake. Yeah, so see, I just turned the lights on and none of them are working, so, except for these front two and the blinker, but it's all good, you know. I know they're working on it. So, it's like that's our job site. Yeah, I wish they came from the other direction. has to be a fucking car. No, let's screw it. I don't think it's gonna work the way I want it to. Actually, okay, we're just gonna get out of our situation and we're just gonna do this. Yeah. That's good. We didn't damage any of the cargo. Excellent job. Once we get everything up there, JCB Mini, JCB Excavator, JCB Parts. I kind of screwed myself in the foot. I should have looked at the directions a little bit, but that's my fault. So, alright. 356 miles, 6 hours and 48 minutes, 59.8 gallons of fuel, Huron to Turkey, or Truckee, oh my god. No, this ain't Euro Truck, Billy. Alright. Do this one. That's gonna do it for me. Did they fix the truck? Yeah, they did. Yeah, I should have came from that direction, but it's all good. Stuff happens. Let's take a look at the freight market while we're here. Now, if it does crash, I do apologize, but it shouldn't. I should have everything worked out. So, I'm trying to find something short. That's obviously not short. If we have more time. I mean, that's here, so. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Or once I get back on here, I have to look and take a look at everything. Now, I wouldn't mind starting a trip and then sleeping and then giving you guys a silent trip. So, this one is not out of the question. So, I will mention that right now. This one is definitely not out of the question. So, now neither is this, well, neither is this one. So, actually, neither is this one. Actually, to tell you the truth, that one's actually pretty good. So, we could probably go pick that up. Pick that up. Drive for a little bit, like drive to here if this is where we're going. Then the rest could be a silent trip. I don't know yet. We'll talk, or we'll wait and see. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, let's go back out here. Beautiful Peterbilt. I do apologize for rambling. I do apologize for that. Do bear with me. It's because, you know, I didn't do a video Monday, so that's why I'm rambling a little bit more today on Tuesday. So, but yeah. So, anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like, comment. Why did I hit that button? Thank you for all the love on here on YouTube. Please like, comment, subscribe. Sorry about the mix-up earlier. Shit happens. I should have read the thing, but obviously I was in a rush to get the video done, so I do apologize. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.